At exactly 2 p.m. local time, December 15th, a Russian Kilo-class submarine sat quietly at the Novorossiysk oil pier. Crew relaxed, systems idle, no alarm, no warning. Above the waterline, the port looked calm, but beyond the coast, a swarm was already coming. A formation of Ukrainian strike drones surged toward the harbor. Their mission was simple: overwhelm air defenses, force every radar, missile battery and rifle to look up. Within minutes, this routine aerial attack would become something else entirely, a moment that would quietly rewrite naval warfare. For the first time in history, an underwater drone would successfully destroy a submarine. Electronic warfare engaged. 13 kilometers away, Ukrainian operators controlled the drones remotely, but inside the port, Russian electronic warfare systems came alive. A powerful jammer activated. The drone operator pushed the joystick left. Nothing happened. 3 seconds later, the drone finally responded, banking sharply and narrowly avoiding a harbor crane. At combat speed, 3 seconds of delay is the difference between control and disaster. Signal strength collapsed, interference flooded the feed, but the drones adapted, rapidly hopping frequencies, switching channels dozens of times per second. Russian operators stared at flickering screens, and they made a critical mistake. They focused on the sky. The real weapon. 10 meters beneath the surface, something far more dangerous was already moving. An underwater drone advanced in silence. 6 meters long, hundreds of kilograms of explosives, no radio signals, no GPS. It didn't need instructions, it already had its target. This was not a distraction, this was the kill. Sonar failure. Underwater warfare is fought with sound. Inside the harbor, sonar operators watched screens filled with clutter, echoes bouncing off the seabed, pier pilings and harbor walls. To reduce noise, they activated a Doppler filter, ignoring anything moving slower than a fast torpedo. The underwater drone sensed the change and slowed. At 4 knots, it vanished from detection, invisible, still advancing. Air defenses respond. Above the surface, the drones faced a wall of steel, cargo cranes towering over the harbor. One drone climbed just high enough to be seen. A missile launched vertically from a hidden air defense system. The drone dove, skimming the sea at only a few meters above the waves. The missile passed overhead and self-destructed. Other drones slipped into radar shadows cast by massive oil tankers. To radar systems, they became part of the ship itself. Dangerous, precise, effective. The trap. At the end of the pier waited a dedicated drone killer system. Its operator watched carefully, studying speed, altitude, and rhythm. Then he fired. 2 missiles launched together. Dodge one and you fly into the other. One drone twisted violently and escaped by meters. Another wasn't as lucky. A flash, fragments scattered across the harbor. Debris rained into the sea, and underwater, that chaos became cover. Human defense. With automated systems struggling, soldiers took over. Marines raised shoulder-fired missiles, squinting into the glare. Locktones failed. Reflections from steel ships, sun-heated concrete and water confused the seekers. One missile fired anyway and struck the sea. The splash drew every eye upward. No one noticed what slipped beneath it. Blinding the port. Moments later, a drone struck a key radar installation. Another followed, destroying a long-range sensor coordinating regional defenses. The harbor went blind. Gunfire erupted, but hitting a fast drone with iron sights was nearly impossible. Above the surface, chaos. Below it, silence. Final approach. The underwater drone detected its target by sound alone. The submarine was stationary, loaded, unprepared. There was no warning, no alarm, just impact. Hundreds of kilograms of explosives detonated beneath the waterline. The shockwave ripped through steel. Water, nearly incompressible, amplified the blast, lifting the submarine before snapping it back down. The hull failed. The submarine was lost. Conclusion. In less than 15 minutes, a harbor was blinded, defenses overwhelmed, and a submarine destroyed. This was not just an attack, it was a turning point. For the first time, an underwater drone had hunted and killed a manned submarine. Naval warfare had changed. The ocean was no longer a sanctuary, and there were no safe harbors anymore.